May I come in, sir?
Please come, Jaspinder.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, Jaspinder, tell us about yourself, your academic qualifications,
Yes, sir.
your work experience, if any, and your main hobbies.
Sir, I am Jaspinder Singh. I belong to village Pullar of district Sri Muktsar Sahib from Punjab, and I have done my schooling from Muktsar Sahib itself, and I have done my graduation in law, that is BA LLB honors from Punjab University Chandigarh. And later on, after my graduation, I started preparing for civil services, and my hobbies are Bhangra, skipping, and I also like to paint and reading Gurbani and then writing Punjabi poetry, sir.
Good. So, tell me, Jaspinder, you are from Punjab.
Yes, sir.
The new government of Punjab initially, announced free power of 300 units or something. Then, to the farmers who, had to pay back agricultural loan, there was some action taken against them. The warrants were issued, they were withdrawn.
Yes, sir.
Financial situation in Punjab is not so good. Now, do you think for any state governance, these freebies, whether Punjab or any other state, is a good idea to lure the people, or do you think it's a part of policy decision for which they are competent and eligible to take?
So when we talk about freebies, so they are I see them from the two angles. One, they are the methods of social empowerment in the society, and secondly, yes, political parties, they come up with the promises before the polls, and sir, if the political party is having the courage to collect the revenue, then those freebies, if the revenue is sufficient, sir, then they can be given as a method of social empowerment. Now, keeping in mind the situation of Punjab, sir, as the government, it has promised 300 units, so as they are out with the policy as well. So when we look at the policy, it is not that the 300 units of each and every family has been waived off. It is a kind of policy where those who are using above 300 units, they have to pay for the entire units, even from 0 to 300 they are going to pay. So such policies, if they are rationalized and if they are empowering the society, or if they are empowering the society, especially those who are at the lower rung of the society, sir, then these are welcome, sir, and yes, they must be rationalized, sir.
As I see from your DAF, Jaspinder, you had participated in the moot court and had been, had got some prize also there.
Yes, sir.
Right? What was the topic of the moot court discussion?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have participated in various moot court competitions.
No, yes, the national one that you took part in.
Yes, sir. Sir, it was fiscal federalism, sir.
Okay, now I give you a topic.
Yes, sir.
And you have to speak against one nation, one election.
Fine, sir.
You speak as a lawyer that you are not in favor of one nation, one election. Why?
Fine, sir. Sir, I assume you as a court, sir?
Do anything. You just give reasonings.
Yes, sir.
You address properly.
Fine, sir.
It's a good.
As a court, sir. Okay.
Really.
But be brief. We don't have enough time.
Your Honor, the council is here to make the humble submission with respect to the one nation, one election policies, Your Honor. Your Honor, in this case, what is there that the government is coming up with this proposal, and the council is against the proposal on the basis of the grounds that, first of all, there must be federalism is a part of basic structure of the constitution, and as it was held in SR Bombay versus Union of India in 1993. And when we talk about one nation, one election, it somehow debars, or it somehow is a policy towards the centralization of the electoral system of our country, sir. And here it is somehow against the federal policy, or and also, Your Honor, as it was held in the case of Kuldeep Nayyar versus Union of India in 2006, that free and fair elections are the part of basic structure again of the constitution, sir. And here, when there will be election in the one go in the entire country, Your Honor, the people of the state will be polling keeping in mind the center, or the people in the of the state will be polling keeping in mind the state, Your Honor, and that will be going to affect their polling methodology, and which is not truly for the spirit of electoral politics, Your Honor. And here the federalism and the democracy must be kept in the mind while deciding. And also, Your Honor, when we look at the government's tenure, Your Honor, and parliamentary form of system of our government, Your Honor. Here, what is done that if a party, if a sorry government, it has to the no confidence motion is passed against any government, Your Honor, then there will be difficulty in conducting the elections again, Your Honor, and then again, so it is against the parliamentary form of government, Your Honor, that is enshrined in our constitution, Your Honor. These are the three contentions, Your Honor, on the basis of which the council submits that it is against the.
Thank you, Jaspinder. I pass on to Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, Jaspinder, your father is a farmer.
Yes, sir.
What is the size of his land holding?
So 17 acres, sir.
17.
Yes, sir.
So he's a big farmer. Big 17 acres is big farmer, small, marginal, medium.
Can be considered as a big farmer.
Okay, now tell me, what has been the gain for farmers of Punjab from the Russia-Ukraine war?
So if we talk about the economic gain here, first of all, the tragedy is it's a sad state of affairs that there is the war in the world, sir. But if we talk about the gain, it is with respect to food, with food grains. They can be exported because they are Russia and Ukraine. They are the one of the major suppliers of the wheat, and again of what we call the oil seeds as well. So Punjab can benefit here by exporting their products.
Okay, now tell me 2-3 schemes of Government of India which have been designed to benefit farmers directly.
Yes, sir. So the first scheme, that is PM Kisan Yojana, under which 6,000 rupees are given to the farmer in 1 year. And the second scheme, that is PM Kusum Yojana, under which renewable energy or the solar pumps are subsidies being provided on solar pumps. And thirdly, sir, again, MSP policy is one of the major.
Now, Honorable Prime Minister 2-3 days back mentioned that we must provide quick and accessible justice to people using technology. So, what he had in mind when he mentioned technology? What type of technologies are available?
Yes, sir. So, when we talk about technology, first of all, e-hearing is something that comes to my mind.
Yes.
Secondly, through e-courts, access of justice easily can be provided. Secondly, sir, ODR methods, that is online dispute resolution, other methods like arbitration, mediation and conciliation, they can be done through online method. And so thirdly, digital connects all the arms of the criminal justice system or the civil justice system. For example, the orders immediately go to the prisons, or the orders immediately go to the police. So that is how we can use the digital technologies.
Now, what do you understand by this statement? Law is not law if it violates the principles of eternal justice.
Principles of internal justice.
Eternal justice.
Eternal justice. So justice is very core of the law, sir. The law has to be there for providing the justice, and if the law is not able to serve the justice, serve the society justice, that is equitable distribution of resources, then that law cannot be said to be just, and such law cannot be said as a right law, constitutional law, or a moral law. Yes, sir. It must be based upon just services, sir.
Okay, good. Jaspinder, what is the law of usury?
It's a law of
Usury, USURY.
sorry, sir.
Law of usury.
I need to check it, sir.
Okay, good. Now, India is aspiring to become a prominent member of the global supply chain post-COVID. Okay, it wants to be one of the important members. So, what action Government of India has taken recently towards that direction? so
Yes.
that it emerges as an important partner in the global supply chain.
Yes, sir. So three things are coming to my mind. PM Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana, that all the 4 or the 5
Yeah, correct,
steps,
correct.
those were taken.
Good.
Then production linked incentive scheme.
CLIS.
Yes, sir. And then vaccine diplomacy, vaccine Maitri, sir, vaccine diplomacy. That is again something where we are going to be important providers of the vaccine to the world, sir. So that is again, we are having important role to play in Gavi. That is vaccine alliance, global vaccine alliance, sir, in the world. Sir. These are,
Okay, good. Now my last question, Jaspinder.
sir.
Stubble burning, major problem in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, cause of this annual 2-3 months of pollution. What action as district collector of say Bathinda or maybe Jalandhar district, where the stubble burning is rampant, what actions will you take to check or to minimize stubble burning?
Yes, sir. So coming from a farmer's family, sir, and having this in mind that farmers are not well equipped with the resources, my first priority will be that the custom hiring shops that are there, they must provide enough machinery to the farmers so that they can use it for not burning, rather than diminishing or decomposing the stubble then and there in the farm. Also, it can be provided that recent Pusa decomposer can be provided to the farmers, that as Indian Center for Agriculture that has come up with that Pusa decomposer. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. You have done law from Punjab University, and you are able to express yourself very nicely. Okay. Where do I locate Article 35A of the Constitution?
Sir, 35A is A was a presidential order as per Article 370, and it is not found in the normal reading of the bare acts of Constitution of India. But yes, sir, it is a presidential order, and it has been added as per Article 370 with the special powers with the president. So,
My question is, where do I locate this article?
as in
In the book. I purchase a book from the market. I want to look at Article 35A. Where do I get this article?
sir, as per my knowledge, if you are asking about the Constitution of India, bare act, na?
In bare act, where do I locate Article 35A of the Indian Constitution?
Sir, in the bare act directly, we do not find the, as per my limited knowledge, I was not able to find 35A in the normal bare acts. When I searched it on the internet, I was able to get it, and it was written as a presidential orders.
How can you get it in internet, you don't get it in the book, published book?
Sir, here, this is not the Constitution has not been amended in a way that as per.
Anyway, we cut it short. It's there. It is towards the end.
Fine, sir. Sorry, sir. I need to
So
clarify. Check it.
It's not in the serial order.
Yes, sir.
Article 35A, we feel it should be between Article 35 and Article 36.
Yes, sir.
It's not there.
Yes, sir.
It is towards the end of the book. Then you find where presidential orders are there. There
Sir.
it is there.
Fine, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. But then, of course, now effect of Article 35A is no longer there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is an act called Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Okay. And lots of NGOs and institutions, even UN bodies have objected to Armed Forces Special Powers Act. What are exactly the grounds on which you can object? Suppose you stand to object on Armed Forces Special Powers Act, pinpoint the exact ground on which you will object.
There are two things coming to my mind, sir. First is on the basis of human rights violation. They can object.
Act doesn't say that you violate any human right.
So the act doesn't say, but
will hit the act, not the consequences. Like you see, you have a kitchen. In kitchen, I have a knife. I use it for vegetable cutting.
yes, sir.
But cannot blame the knife for some murder which takes place.
Yes, sir.
We are trying to put a blame on knife.
Yes.
So here is an act which I wish to blame as a lawyer.
Fine,
which
sir.
particular area to blame?
Yes, sir. The special powers that are given to the army, and instantly they can use the power to, that is as per that, without no hearing is given to the person. So on that grounds also it can be challenged, sir. Again, rule of law says that no person shall be punished without the provision of law. Here we have the law, but due process of the law says that law must be as per the constitutional provisions. And there, when you take the right life of anybody, that is article 21 of the Indian constitution, you have to follow the procedure of law, and that should be due process of the law. So that how also it can be challenged.
So tell me, any reason why state governments are not agreeing to Supreme Court's directive relating to police reforms given in Prakash Singh's case?
Yes, sir. So here the state governments, they somehow, when we look at it, then the state, it is more of a political, they are not able to do this because they are more politically motivated. They are trying to control the police services as forming a political party, so that this becomes one of the major hindrance which doesn't allow the state governments, because
I mean, political motives.
Political motives is one of the grounds where they're not implementing them.
Any other ground other than political motives?
So right now it's not
Okay,
coming to my mind.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jaspinder, you're from Punjab,
Yes, sir.
a state which has seen many ups and downs.
So
So tell me three major problems that Punjab is facing at the moment, and what, according to you, are the solutions?
So the firstly, the groundwater that is depleting in Punjab, and because of the water guzzling crops and free electricity, sir. Secondly, there is drug menace in Punjab, that is drug abuse in the youth, sir. And thirdly, what we see is that the brain drain, sir. That unemployment and brain drain, these are two common contributory issues. And the solutions for these problems, first of all, when we talk about the depleting water, sir, then we can go for crop diversification. Rather than, when we announce the MSP for wheat and paddy, we can announce the MSP for other crops as well, because right now the farmers are stressing on MSP. So right now that can be the way. Otherwise, we can come up with the horticulture schemes, like where extension services, and we can create model farms as well, sir, where the profit is given to the farmers on the basis of horticulture, sir. That will lead to diversification. And secondly, sir, when it comes to the problem of drug, there the supply chain and the demand chain, that can be curbed, because Punjab being a border state, there must be well developed technology, especially to cater the drone problem through which the drugs are coming these days, sir. And also the youth of Punjab, they must be reformed in a way. Those who are into the drug problem, they can rehabilitate, we can rehabilitate them, consider them as people who are suffering from mental issue, and then treat them. And if they're not working on it, then some action can be taken. And thirdly, sir, with respect to brain drain, we need to make our agriculture and our industry so attractive that our youth do not go to the foreign countries. If they go, they come back to serve their own state, sir. Here what can be done is that in class 8th, 9th and 10th, entrepreneurship or risk taking must be taught to the children, rather than being just servants in the or asking for the government jobs. They must be the entrepreneurs or the job providers. This can start from the class 8th, 9th and 10th.
You just now mentioned about different methods to save electricity. Why not to stop the subsidy? Because I think one of the major reasons for water shortage,
Yes, sir.
is free electricity and excessive use of water, which is also taking away the topsoil.
Yes, sir.
So don't you think subsidy, doing away with subsidy, can be a good solution, or any other alternate method to save water?
So right now, outrightly doing away with the subsidy will cause the problem with respect to farmers and with respect to productivity of crop as well. And yes, subsidy must be rationalized, And when we talk about rationalizing the subsidy, the farmers of certain land holding, they can be given the subsidy rather than the other farmers. And also Punjab has started Paisa Bachao, Pani Bachao Paisa Kamao scheme, in which they are saying that if you do not overuse the water, then you will be given some incentives for that. And when we talk about the electricity at homes, which is being provided freely, so to poor people who are those who are at the lower rung of the society, they can be provided free units of electricity, but not those who are at the upper rung or the middle rung of the society. And their rationalization and cross subsidization can work, sir. That is how we can save revenue expenditure and as well as provide the social service or social as a welfare state to the people.
So, do you think agricultural income should be taxed? And what are your reasons for reply?
So taxing agriculture income, it comes with various repercussions. Firstly, agriculture is a risky job, sir. If 1 year as a farmer I'm growing potatoes, I'm getting good prices. Next year the prices will fall to 1 rupee or 2 rupee, and the profit that I earned last year will be able to complete my profit in the next or compensate my profit in the next year. So taxing this, and then again we are saying that this much tax you have to pay. So how much is the income of a farmer? Who will be checking that? And it in implementation also it will be a problem. And also the history says that the farmers were exploited on the basis of taxation. And yes, sir, we can think of rationalizing the tax. Those who give on a lease and they earn the income from the agriculture tax, agriculture income they're earning, so they can be taxed keeping in mind that they are the big farmers rather than taxing a farmer who himself is doing a risky business.
Okay. Don't you think artificial intelligence can be used to reduce the pendency of court cases? And in what way it can be used? AI is being used everywhere now in medical side. And so what are uses of AI in legal profession?
Yes, sir.
And how can it help pendency?
Yes, sir. So AI can be used in the legal pendency, but where it is necessary to apply the judicial mind, we cannot give the things to give the onus on the or rely upon the artificial intelligence solely. For example, when we talk about the cases of accident claims tribunal, yes, sir, few petty cases for the lesser compensation, the cases can be decided by or can be taken up by artificial intelligence. But when it comes to the cases which are having social implications, that must be decided by applying the judicial mind, sir. And also artificial intelligence can help in the listing of the case laws so that the pendency, so that it is not delayed that much, so the very next available date can be given rather than where a judge has to think that which should be the date. There artificial intelligence can be used. And also, sir, in the providing the summons to the people, or there again we can use drone system or artificial intelligence somehow, rather than using our police mechanism, which is already lesser in number and more burdened, so we can use artificial intelligence.
You have said Bhangra is your hobby.
Yes, sir.
So how can Bhangra be a word integrator?
Yes, sir. So today when we see the problem with respect, the first thing how it can be the integrator is that health issues people are facing. Some people are obese, some people are not able to. So keeping health in mind, Bhangra is a good exercise for them. And then all the people all across the globe, keeping health in mind, they can have Bhangra as an activity. Secondly, sir, it is for a mental peace. When you do Bhangra, you forget what is going outside, or what tensions are going in your mind, sir. So that way also Bhangra can be taken up by all across the borders, sir, across the globe, and it is fun and frolic dance, sir. And that's how is carrying smile on your face. It is a integrator, sir, when Bhangra.
One or two quick questions. Share market saw a very steep decline yesterday.
Yes, sir.
What were the reasons for the same?
Sir, repo rate has been increased by the RBI. So that is one of the major reasons.
And what are the reasons for erratic movement of share market at times? We have been seeing ever since Ukraine war, It goes up, it comes down. So reasons affecting share market.
Yes, sir. Sir, experts say at times share market is a kind of bubble. Sometimes it is said like that, and the reasons for going for ups and downs can be that India is going to be we can say one of the major block in the supply chain mechanism, which will be a global supply chain mechanism, and that can be for the ups. And when there is a war, then that, or when there was a pandemic, so our share market was rising like anything, sir. So that was one of the reason that India will be the hub now of production or of the activities, or a rising economy India is. And when it goes down, sir, it is again that bubble when some policy rates become accommodative, or no, sorry, not accommodative, things like that, they are harming. Or the corruption cases or ED raids which are right now going on in the companies, they also are the reason their share market goes down.
Okay, last question. Let me ask you is on strategic alliance, AUKUS. What is AUKUS and what is the purpose for which AUKUS was formed?
So AUKUS, it is the alliance, security alliance basically between Australia, UK, and US, sir. And among these three countries, this is basically for nuclear equipped submarines are to be provided to Australia in the Indo-Pacific. So this is one of the major theme of AUKUS, to have the security in Indo-Pacific with respect to submarine capabilities.
Tell me, what is the motto of Supreme Court? Where judges sit, there is a big emblem, and below that there is some motto of Supreme Court written.
Sir, right now I am not able to recall, but yes, I have read the. I'm really sorry for that. So
Jaspinder, anything which we may have left out, which you would like us to ask from you? Any topic, any subject?
Sir, Punjabi poetry.
Punjabi poetry. So tell me, you write Punjabi poetry or you only recite?
I write Punjabi poetry and even I recite Punjabi poetry, sir.
What is the theme of your poetries?
So basically, I write on the issues of contemporary nature, and also I write when I used to anchor on the stages. I used to write the couplets for me, for my own self as well, sir, in the university, sir.
Very nice. So thank you, Jaspinder.